What is up, guys? Bitcoin is absolutely ripping. We have a lot to talk about, so let's not waste any time and let's just jump right in. If it's your first time here, I am Crypto Nerd. I give you the best possible analysis, and by the way, none of this is financial advice. Okay, this is Bitcoin's price chart. We're only going to be here for a little bit of time because we have to talk about the future and what's going to happen. As you can see, Bitcoin had this absolutely insane candle these last couple days. It's just been ripping following the election after Trump won. Bitcoin is up almost 40% from this dip after breaking this resistance. It is just on a tear. This is an amazing sign, guys. Actually, the entire crypto market is up. These are the crypto bubbles. You can see that everything is totally ripping. Look at this. Bitcoin is up 31%. We have Kronos up 104%. We have Doge up 179%. We have Pepe up 107%. Even XRP is pumping. So there is a lot going on and a lot we have to talk about. Let's head over to Polymarket real quick, and you'll notice that we actually have a 60% chance of hitting 100K this year. That means in the next month and a half, Bitcoin has a 60% chance of hitting 100K. For the first time ever, we're going to have a 6-digit Bitcoin when this happens, if this happens. So that is extremely bullish. But that's not the peak price. We can take a look at the terminal price model, which forecasts the peak price of Bitcoin each cycle. It's been historically extremely accurate, but this is pricing in. We're going to get about as with the current information is what we know right now, we're going to have $170,000 peak Bitcoin, $165,000 to $170,000 peak Bitcoin. Even though the price of Bitcoin is so high right now, like 90 grand for one Bitcoin, this still says you have a 2x. But we have to talk about something very important. And the reality is, really quick, one last thing. The bull bear market cycle indicator from CryptoQuant, they are saying that we are just getting started. As you can see, this orange bullish momentum is just now starting. We're not even an overheated bull after all of this price action. All of this is looking really, really good, guys. We are totally in line where everything is saying that we are going to have an amazing first 2 quarters, roughly, of 2025 until probably when everything comes crashing down, probably Q3 or Q4 of 2025. But until then, we have a ton of time for amazing stuff. So, there is something we have to talk about, and you have to understand this crypto money flow cycle. So here's the thing. Obviously, there's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is awesome. Everyone knows Bitcoin. It's going to go up forever. It has no top because fiat has no bottom. But here's the reality. The reality is that every 10% that Bitcoin does, altcoins, many different altcoins, they're going to do 20%, 40%, 50%. Some will do 100% for every 10% Bitcoin gains. So our goal as investors, my goal as an investor, is to outperform Bitcoin. I want to do what's better than Bitcoin. So there is this crypto money flow cycle chart that says, and this has been historically accurate, first we had this huge wave of Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumps, and then we've got large cap coins, which is a type of altcoin. Then we've got mid caps, and then we have low caps. Now, large caps, you should think of Ethereum, Solana, BNB, Chainlink, stuff like that. But here's the thing. I have found, at least, that it's generally all of these three pump roughly at the same time. So it's Bitcoin, and then we've got altcoins. So it's not like there's large caps and then mid caps. It's usually first Bitcoin and then everything else, and then Bitcoin and then everything else. They go together. So we are now having this crazy Bitcoin pump. And why don't we go ahead and really quickly head over to Ethereum. So Bitcoin's at its all-time high. We can zoom out on this chart. And if you don't know how to chart, this is Pepe, which we will talk about. If we zoom out on this Bitcoin chart, we can see that this is Ethereum. On this Bitcoin chart, we are at all-time highs. Right now, Bitcoin is at all-time highs. It's never been this high before. But when we take a look at Ethereum, Ethereum is not yet at all-time highs. So in comparison, Ethereum, and there's a bunch of other coins that are in the same position, are not yet at all-time highs. We still have to have this catch-up period before we start just absolutely ripping. So right now, we are in the phase where Bitcoin does really, really well, and other coins have yet to catch up. We can also take a look at Solana, probably like the strongest performing large cap coin. If you don't have Solana yet, you definitely want to pick some up. It's a little bit difficult because of the price action to actually get some, because it's almost like straight up like this. But as soon as you have a chance on a dip, I definitely recommend. I personally am going to be holding some, and we have all of these indicators from the dip where we are ranging for 6 months. But yeah, you'll notice that we are not yet at all-time highs. All-time highs is over here, and we have yet to go a little bit before that. So we have not yet had this crazy altcoin catch-up phase. And what I really want to stress throughout this video is that you want to start scaling into altcoins. I'm going to sneeze 1 second. Because here's the reality. When Bitcoin does well, everything else is going to do well also. And many of them are going to outperform Bitcoin. So something like Solana, Bitcoin might do a 2x from here. Solana could do a 3x from here, maybe a 4x, maybe even more than that. Ethereum, yeah, maybe 3x from here, maybe 4x, and many similar things. And especially, those are large cap coins. If we go to something like Arrow's market cap is much, much smaller. So Arrow could do something like a 10x. And why can it do a 10x? Is because if we have $10 billion flow into Bitcoin, that'll move Bitcoin's price by 0.1%. If we have $10 billion flow out of Bitcoin into Arrow, that's going to push Arrow's price by, that's going to literally 10x it, because I think Arrow's valuation right now is 1 or 2 billion. I think it's roughly 2 billion. So that's going to immediately like 5x Arrow. So that's why money will flow, because according to this chart, money will flow into altcoins. And that's where people make, like, you've heard of all of these stories of, oh, crypto millionaire. Oh, another crypto millionaire. Oh, another random person buys this crappy little altcoin and suddenly they're a crypto millionaire. This is the chance. This is the opportunity where millionaires are made. Before we have this transition into altcoins, this is when you want to start looking for dips, looking for picking some up. You don't want to miss this catch-up period, or at least I personally would be. I would do everything I can in my power to avoid missing this. So I'm being extra careful to ensure that I have positions in good altcoins. Not all altcoins are going to pump, right? Just the good ones. There are some that are crappy. There are some that are scams that will launch, trick you into thinking they're fantastic, and they're going to go straight to zero. So why don't we quickly talk about a couple coins? I don't want to mention a ton. If you want to get more coins, then definitely join our Discord, which we're going to talk about at the end. And then we can talk about more specifically. But just really broadly, why don't we hit a couple coins? Solana is going to be the best, in my opinion, the best performing large cap coin. And that is because it's just done so fantastic. It's been outperforming Ethereum. It's been outperforming, basically every single other large cap coin. And its chart is nearly just a upward diagonal chart. So you can see very clear higher high, higher low, and so on. We had this little, like 6 month ranging period where the Federal Reserve was very, when it pivoted hawkish. But again, we just made a higher high, and that is going to mean that the upward trend will continue. Now, I do also want to say that you don't want to FOMO in necessarily yet. I would be very careful about jumping into Bitcoin right now, because here's the thing. Right now, it's very, very exciting. Like, oh my goodness, Bitcoin is ripping. Bitcoin's doing amazing. I have to get in now. But the reality is that right now, Bitcoin is a little overbought. I would love to see some kind of retracement. I would love to touch maybe 80K, maybe dip under 80K for a second. I think something like that would be extremely healthy. Is that going to happen? I have no idea. Suddenly, all eyes are on Bitcoin after this election and after this candle. It has really taken the mainstream media and social media platforms by storm. Really, I'm seeing like a total uptick of talking about Bitcoin. So who knows? Maybe people will start FOMOing in and create a big bubble. Maybe it'll have this healthy correction, shake out a few weak hands, give you another opportunity to buy. So I definitely have positions in, but I am not like fully in or anything. I would love to see it. Just to show you, here's the EMAs, and you can see that Bitcoin's actual price chart is way above these lines. So we are definitely overbought right now. And I can even pull up the RSI if it'll pop up. Oh, it's right. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, it's at the bottom here. Yeah, we are overbought right now. So it looks like we are due for some correction, but obviously just because we're overbought doesn't mean that it's actually going to happen. It just means that it's kind of hard to buy in right now from a risk-reward perspective. Anyway, so we have Solana. That's a really great coin. And I'm not saying buy in right now. I'm just saying have your eyes on it. That is a big one. And possibly the biggest, actually, is going to be Pepe. This is an amazing coin that has, and I've been saying this since the beginning, this is one of the cleanest charts I've ever seen. Very clear, higher high, higher low, higher high. We had this mini downtrend, right? And we just set a blazing new higher high. Amazingly high, higher high. And this is after the listing on Coinbase, and also it was listed on Robinhood. So in other words, this will be the Dogecoin of the 2025 cycle. You are hearing this now. This will be the Dogecoin. Now, granted, its fully diluted valuation is $8 billion already. So is this going to do 100x? No, this is not going to do 100x. Is this going to do a 10x? It's possible. It's totally possible. Because Dogecoin hit roughly 90 billion last time. And this was right now at 8 billion. So if it were 10x from here, that would be 80 billion. So roughly in the ballpark where Doge managed to hit. And I'm talking about market caps, by the way. So, yeah, so a 10x on Pepe is possible. And you're hearing this now. By the way, I do want to be little quick brag. My last video was titled, Crypto is about to rip, here's why. I said that like just a month ago, and now you see crypto ripping. So you heard it here first. So there's Pepe, amazing coin. You have Solana, amazing large cap coin. And I'm going to give you a smaller cap coin now called Arrow, which is just amazing as well. This is a project. This is a DeFi platform on the Base blockchain. Basically, they're very closely tied to Coinbase, and they're processing a lot of the volume on the Base blockchain, which is Coinbase's blockchain. I think this project's going to do amazing. I think we're going to see this project. This is, again, like I was saying earlier, like I think 2 billion market cap. Compare that to Pepe. So Pepe is 4 times bigger, and I think Pepe could do a 10x. So now let's take a look at Arrow. Something like maybe 20x from here. And obviously these numbers are they're the dream, right? This would be awesome if this actually happened. But something like that is totally possible given the previous results. So I wanted to make this quick video to come in and say, look, guys, Bitcoin is ripping. We have this raging bull market, this raging uptrend, and liquidity is probably going to flow soon from Bitcoin to altcoins. I don't know when this is going to happen. I don't know if it'll be next month. I don't know if it'll be in a couple months, but these will likely outperform Bitcoin. That's the first thing I wanted to say. Start thinking about, if not, or maybe even start picking up high quality altcoins. That's my first message. Of course, it's not financial advice. I'm just a guy. My second thing is be careful about FOMOing after this post-presidential election. Trump won. He's our first pro-crypto president. And the market has reacted very enthusiastically. There has been a lot of sideways momentum in the market. People really want to get some action going. And it's in my opinion, it's a little bit overhyped. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it will actually come down and retest these lower levels. Maybe it'll just keep going. So my two messages are, one, start thinking about altcoins. Start picking up good altcoins. Two, don't like just go like full bull tard and just start buying at like insane prices. Like this is at an all-time high. Just remember that you're buying at the highest of the high. They say buy low, sell high. Well, if you buy now, you are buying at the highest of the high. Just keep that in mind. So stay logical. That's my second message. My third message is subscribe, like this video. Make sure to join our Discord. We have this amazing AI trading bot where you can do /supply and then whatever coin you want. So let's do something like, let's just do something like Bitcoin. Keep it simple. And it'll give you a rating out of 100 based on its tokenomics. Look at this, guys. Rating is excellent. Score is 94 out of 100. If you want to learn about any other coin, in case you want to do some research about some coin you heard some guy shilling, you could do /info and then whatever coin you want. So let's do, I talked about Pepe. Let's do Pepe. And we have this quick description about Pepe. So you actually know what you're buying. There's a lot more, guys. You've got easier access to me. You definitely, guys, I'm going to be posting videos throughout this bull market. You do not want to miss some of this analysis. Make sure to subscribe. I also have a deal with Gemini, guys. Actually, why don't I go ahead and change this screen so I could talk to you face to face. What's up? I have a deal with Gemini, which is an exchange where if you create an account and use the link in the description, you get $10 for free if you make a trade of $100 or more. Guys, that is $10 free, and I also get a cut, so it helps support me too. Make sure to use my link, create an account, trade $100, and you get $10 for free. Make sure to subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.